This is the 18 WJTS News. In tonight's news, Huntingburg Chamber of Commerce, excessive heat. Nick Hodel will be in with sports, and WJTS Inform continues out at the Du Bois County 4-H Fair. All this and more coming up next on 18 WJTS News. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Jenna Schaffer with the WJTS News. Yesterday was a special day for both the Huntingburg Chamber of Commerce and the community. The City of Huntingburg officials and members of the public made their way to Huntingburg Old City Hall yesterday. Two well-known leaders of the Huntingburg community spoke at this year's 2019 State of the City and School Address at 8:15. Mayor Denny Spinner was the first to the podium, giving the City of the State address. Spinner reflected on a few city accomplishments, like the opening of Market Street Park in October, opening of the Crossroads Behavioral Center in May, the groundbreaking for the Wagon Works apartment complex, and the relocation of the city street department. The mayor also announced they're working on a new comprehensive plan called Your Home, Your Huntingburg. This new plan will create new visions for the city, ideas on how to grow the city in the future, and long-term development. A steering committee will meet next week and discuss a project. A public meeting will be held on July 25th to gather input from the community. Mayor Spinner also says it is an honor to lead Huntingburg for another term.
I am blessed to lead a community that cares deeply about one another and about our future. I am honored to represent my hometown at state and national levels. I am proud of my home and am excited to write the next chapter in our amazing story, but always and only with your help.
The mayor says there's still a lot to be done.
By creating a strong business climate with a collaborative citizenry, improving our citizens' quality of life, providing good government service, continuing to invest in infrastructure improvements, and creating strong community partners, we can truly build a future in your home, in your Huntingburg.
Mayor Spinner ends his address by saying he promises to make Huntingburg a unique city.
I pledge to you that in this next year, we will continue to make your home, your Huntingburg, what all of us want it to be. The best Huntingburg that it can be. A city like no other.
For the first time in nearly 7 years, the National Weather Service has issued an excessive heat warning for the area. The warning is in effect until 8 p.m. Sunday, and according to NWS records, this hasn't happened since 2012, where it lasted from June 31st to July 1st. We do not see this type of warning often in our area, and the news issues it if specific criteria are met. The heat index has to be at least 105 degrees or higher for at least 2 hours. And when an excessive heat warning is issued, everyone is at an increased risk for heat illness if precautions are not taken. According to the CDC website, the most serious heat-related illnesses are as follows. Heat stroke. Heat stroke happens when the body can't control its own temperature, causing the temp to rise. Symptoms include confusion, slurred speech, hot, dry skin, or profuse sweating, seizures, or a very high body temp. If you suspect someone is experiencing this, call 911 and move the person to a shaded area and try to cool them down by removing their clothing and use ice and cold water to cool the person down. Heat exhaustion is the body's response to a massive loss of water and salt. This usually happens through excessive sweating. Symptoms include headache, nausea, dizziness, irritability, thirst, heavy sweating, and high body temperatures. If someone is experiencing this, take them to the emergency room or call 911. Stay with the person until help arrives and get them into a cool area and something cold to drink. Rhabdomyolysis is a medical condition related to heat stress, physical exertion, resulting in a rapid breakdown or muscle death. Symptoms include exercise intolerance, weakness, severe muscle cramps, or pain and asymptomatic. If this happens, immediately stop activity, drink lots of water, and get medical care immediately. Less severe heat illnesses includes heat syncope, heat cramps, and heat rash. You can find more information about all of this on the CDC website. The bottom line, if you must be outside, limit your time. Take frequent breaks in a place with AC and drink plenty of fluids, specifically water, and bring your pets inside. They can be badly affected by this heat. Be sure to check on the elderly and loved ones. A Huntingburg intersection is open to vehicular traffic starting today. People are allowed to drive again on the east end of 4th Street along with the 4th and Jackson Street intersection. While vehicles are allowed, the street is considered an active construction site, so use extreme caution. Parking will also be allowed on the street. Intersection work continues at the US 231 and 4th Street intersections. Turning onto the west block of 4th Street is not allowed from US 231. Instead, traffic must access the west block of 4th Street by using Geiger Street. For more information, contact the City of Huntingburg Director of Community Development, Rachel Steckler, at 812-683-2211. United States Department of Agriculture, or the USDA State Director for Indiana, Michael Dora, encouraged farmers, rural smart businesses, and agricultural producers to apply for financing in a key USDA program that provides loan guarantees to help rural small businesses lower their energy costs. Dora says that federal funds can assist businesses with lowering their energy costs to improve their bottom line, and that energy-saving measures can reduce the operating costs of a business and allow them to invest in equipment, products, and services to expand their operation. USDA accepts applications for REAP funding year-round. Potential applicants can contact Robert Hill, Business Programs Director at r.hill@usda.gov, or call 317-295-5780 for additional information. REAP funding can be used for renewable energy systems such as anaerobic digesters, biomass, geothermal, hydropower, wind and solar, and it can also be used to make energy efficiency programs to heating, ventilation and cooling systems, insulation and lighting, and refrigeration. The Bounty Hunters captured their first place win at DuBois County 4-H Fair in the WBDC Cornhole Tournament of Champions Farewell Tour. With 18 pro teams total, Bounty Hunters, comprised of TJ Miller and Randy Johnson, defeated the team Send It in the championship round at the DuBois County 4-H Fair. Bounty Hunters captured a seat in the WBDC Cornhole Tournament of Champions at the Huntingburg Herbst Fest on Saturday, September 28th. The next stop of the 2019 WBDC Cornhole Tournament of Champions will be held on Saturday, July 27th at the Pike County 4-H Fair. Registration will start at 4 p.m. Eastern Time and throwing begins at 5. WBDC is taking pre-registration now by calling 812-634-9232 or online at wbdc.us. The cost is $10 per pro team, and all pro team members must be at least 18 years of age. The amateur division is open to all ages and no pre-registration is needed. Following the festival tournaments, WBDC will crown their 2019 WBDC Cornhole Tournament of Champions with a double elimination tournament of the 14 earns who have won during the season or are point leaders. Some rules have changed on the point system, so please check the website for further information at wbdc.us. The 5th Annual Blues on the Rock Music Festival will be held on Sunday, September 1st at the Rockport City Park in Rockport. This event is sponsored by the Association for a Better Rockport in conjunction with the City of Rockport and the River Basin Blues Society. It will be $10 general admission at the gate. Gates open at noon. There will be multiple food and drink vendors, the annual Tri-Kappa Art Contest, a beer garden, and various craft vendors. On-site tent camping will also be available. The best in local, regional, and national blues music will begin at 2 p.m. The lineup includes Jonas Scott Cowan, Beyond Blue from Owensboro, Kentucky 2012 National Guitar Center King of the Blues Challenge winner, and featured artist and clinician for PRS Guitars, Bosco France and Muddy Gut. Sean Murphy is the headliner for the 5th Annual Blues on the Rock with an all-star group featuring Tommy Stillwell. Sean Murphy has sang, toured, and recorded with such acts as the Moody Blues, Herbie Hancock, Phil Collins, Glenn Frey, Joe Walsh, Maria Muldair, Bryce Hornsby, Michael Bolton, Coco Montoya, Alice Cooper, and is part of rock musicals such as Hair and Sgt. Pepper's. The Blues on the Rock Music Festival highlights the growing city of Rockport and the surrounding Spencer County area. The event is another way to enhance the ongoing awareness of the genre and those who play the blues. At the Blues on the Rock Music Festival, it's always a good day to have the blues. For more information about the festival, visit facebook.com/bluesontherockfestival or call 812-686-0012. Well, a lot of people look forward to going to the 4-H fair in the summer, and we got to have a chance to talk with anchor reporter for Pike County Agriculture, Amy Simpson, about what she thought of the 4-H fair. Amy Simpson gets to go to a lot of 4-H fairs. She was very happy to see the turnout at the DuBois County 4-H fair, even with the weather.
I do. I get to travel to some. I will say this is one of the bigger ones that I've seen, and it seems very well attended, even if it's a little warm out.
Just as anyone, Amy Simpson has her own favorite part of getting to go to the 4-H fair.
I really like seeing 4-H kids and them showing animals and their different projects. I just walked through some barns and was able to see kids showing cattle, and then I did get to see some 4-H projects as well.
Amy told us that the fair is very important for the community and the children who take part in all the different 4-H projects.
I would say it gives kids a chance to do a project, so they have to follow through on the project, but then it lets the community see it. It allows communities to come together and see these things. I think that's important.
Even though fair season is almost over, the Pike County 4-H fair will be starting on the 21st and going through the 27th. If you are interested in joining 4-H, you can visit extension.purdue.edu or call the Purdue Extension at 812-482-1782. Stay tuned. Weather, sports, and inform are coming up next on 18 WJTS News.